Good morning. Morning, campers. So it's 10:45. Sorry, it's a bit late if you were trying to schedule your day around me whittering on. It's the 24th of April, 2020. What are we, 4 weeks into lockdown or something? Right. This is, I'll just get everything off my chest quickly. No, I won't actually. I think I'll take the whole program. But sleep still, just a recap. Sleep still crap. I've got a headache. I've got hay fever. I only went out because it's quite bad. I only went out yesterday for half an hour. I need to go and get the sunlight rays because that's good for my mental health. But what's not good for my mental health is then streaming hay fever. And yeah, not sleeping well is not good either. Right, I've got that off my chest. Right, we can continue. And well, I've got some more stuff to get off my chest in a minute. It's my therapy. Thank you. Right, I have got clean clothes on, which has helped me marginally. I've got my Lex jaws on. I've got some stripy and my slippers. Helps a little bit, doesn't it? I've showered. Morning, Kirsten. Oh, there she is. Morning, Lex. Oh, morning, Sugar Plum. Thank you. Hello, Andrea. Hello. Oh, hello, beautiful. Thank you, Joan. Good morning, Rachel. Hello, Julie. Morning, Indy. Hello, Carol. Morning, Kath. Kath, have you just been in a bit of, I was going to say trouble and strife, then I don't mean that. Have you had a little bit of a mishap? Did I hear? Oh, love the crop shoes. Thank you, Carol. They're only Primani. Connie got the same ones. And I lived in them last year because they feel like you're wearing nothing. But I know they've got runs in the bum. So I shouldn't really wear them out and about. But I like the fact that you called this a program. Did I? I didn't even. Did I? Welcome to my morning program. Did I really? Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying. Morning, Antoinette. I love your name still. Morning, Laura. Yeah, that's a lovely surname as well. Eccleston Siebel, if I've got that right. Morning, Queenie. Morning, Jane. Morning, Christine. Oh, Ace Tattoos from Lex for Queenie there. Morning, Cos. Oh, hi, Cherubs. Morning, Cheryl. Morning, Mike. Oh, goody and a good morning. You must be having a good morning. Morning, Peter. FNS resellers. Morning. I don't know why I see the F and the S and I want to go, and I just automatically want to go, oh, for you know what I want to try to say, but that's just how my mind works. Oh, it was you, Kath. Yes, dog ran into me at full tilt in the park. I busted leg. I need a Zimmer to get around. Word. Oh. I was going to say, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That's quite scary, really. Have you got a dog? Were you walking a dog? So I always have with big dogs. Well, I think I've been pushed over by a bigger dog before. The bigger ones, unless they're really if they come up bounding, I was worried they're just going to push me over. The little yappers, I don't like the yappies, but the other ones are fine. Oh, well, I hope that doesn't go on too long, Kath. Morning, Ashley. And morning, Mama Five Sons. Yeah, I've been noticing. I'll just have a sip of this. What we were talking about. Ben Simon. I'm shit and cheese. Oh, I'm not meant to say I'm shit and cheese. That's funny. Oh, it's an offer. That's good. That looks reasonable. Probably accept that. Yeah, I do get some lowball offers on things where I haven't sort of capped the below offer. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry, we sang hello, Mod. Where I haven't put the minimum that they can offer without offending me. I have been noticing from what you said in the chat, and then I saw the title of one of Steve's videos popped up, something about a negative feedback. I'm like, crikes alive. You know, like what we were saying about this time bringing out the best of people and the worst of people. I feel like the scammers, because they're stuck at home, they're full of it. And also the people that are miserable and they're just taking it out on other people. Because it's like people are like, I've never had a negative, or I'm, like they're just coming from nowhere. And of course, as usual, eBay are just like this, la, just not helping. Kath's got greyhounds. It was a smaller lurcher, about 45 miles an hour. Crikey. Well, it's quite scary. Peter, are you wearing masks when out and about? I would like a mask to see if that helps my hay fever, actually. I really ought to get one. Oh, did you just come here and I didn't notice? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Maud says she loves your Lex says she loves your t-shirt. Didn't even notice. Rich says hello. So does Ashley and Christine and Antoinette to you. Oh, Peter, I had a great Aunt Maud. So your Maud is the only second one I know. When she was a baby and people heard me calling her Maud, a lot of people go, I had an aunt called Maud. And I was like, yeah, I picked old-fashioned names, Connie and Maud. We did. Tom tries to make out like she was called Maud after Maud from, which Maud is it from the not Star Wars, the James Bond film? Maud Adams. She wasn't. Joan, my mum's middle name was Maud. Morning, Victoria. Peter, I have a pattern for making masks. I've been wearing one like a nutty terrorist. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's somebody on my Insta who's been making some pretty ones. I was thinking it might just be useful for hay fever, to be honest. So then I'd be able to cycle around the block again without, just dying for it. Antoinette also had a great Aunt Maud. Good names. Good name. Oh, it's the usual. So what was I saying? Yes, D. Yeah, so I've got that negative as well. And then now I've got a challenging buyer who wants a partial because the neck bust that I used, she said, makes the necklace look bigger than it was. And I said, thanks for your feedback. But she said overall, but she likes it. It's a nice necklace. I said, I'm glad you like it overall, but thanks for the feedback. And a little tip when you're on mobile, you have to click to see item description. I said, in there is the length, might be useful for the future. And then I got you're being patronizing. And I was like, oh God. I was like, this is where I was trying to be sincere and I've come across the wrong way. But then it's been followed up and there's more messages and more messages. Then she was asking for a partial, and it's going on and on and on. So I'm dealing with that at the moment. And now it's only a £9 necklace. And the easiest thing would just be to go, okay, here goes your £9 to keep the necklace. I couldn't give a flying, you're already blocked. But I'm just sick of it's this principle thing where I'm tired of people just pulling these things all the time. I'm a little disappointed. What can you do about it? And she actually said, I want a partial refund. And I was like, well, you're welcome to return it and have a full refund. But the length was in the description, and she's still going on. And then there was one, and I did say, I'm finding this a bit threatening, because she said, if you do not give me a partial refund or send me a label, I will have to take this to eBay. But of course, you can, love. That's your prerogative. We can all contact eBay. I didn't say that to her. I've been very, polite. But don't freaking threaten me, because that's not the way to get money out of me. It's not anyway. And you're not having any more necklaces off me. There. Peter's subtly plugging his channel, and he wants. Are you selling them, Peter? Your masks? You can see them on my on me channel, on you on the channel. Antoinette. Maud was a popular name in Ireland in the early 20th century. Did you hear that? Andrew, you always see the good side of people. I think there are also lots of buyers on eBay at the moment and don't use it so much, so not used to how things work. That's true. I've had a couple of those where, for instance, I've accepted their offer and they haven't then realised they've got to go on forwards to pay. They haven't actually paid and stuff like that, which I can kind of, and there's some older people on eBay that, I get that, but this isn't that. Oh, bonjour, Belle. Making your own mask is easy. No, I'm not. Sewing on buttons and the odd sort of bit of hem. That's about my limit, really, or interest. Kath, I was taken into red zone of A&E, COVID-19 zone. Oh, geez, that was more scary, but all the staff were so nice and calm. Not all the rushing around you imagine. That would be scary because you just don't want to be going to the hospital at the moment at all, do you? Peter, get them to return it and partially refund them top set of protection. Well, I said you're very welcome to return it for a full refund. Of course, she's not. Getting some offers coming in. She's not just kicking off. She didn't want to return the necklace. She said it was nice. Of course, what she wants is a partial refund, but she's wrong-o, Flower. Wrong-o. Peter, Liz has made them for our family. They take about 30 minutes to make. Just think we will need masks, but don't want to take any. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, getting some of these pretty ones that I've seen that somebody through my Insta is making. I think we're going to need masks, but I don't know whether we'll get advised that as we get the lockdown eased, because obviously they don't want people buying stocks that need to go to key workers, or what will happen really. Rachel, a new project for Connie Maskmate. She actually mentioned that maybe her birthday is in September. Maybe she would like a sewing machine. I was like, oh, word. Just thinking she would hardly use it. But then I had one growing up. I think mine was one that you did that with. I can't remember. But then she came to the conclusion it's probably just because she's on lockdown and she probably wouldn't, because usually she'd just be out really as much as she possibly could with her friends. She doesn't sit still that much usually. Mike, I luckily got in through green zone. Oh, I didn't know all these zones. Oh, been here a week due an operation. Oh my gosh, Mike, good luck with that. Morning sunshine. Hi, Annie. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, agree, Peter, about the rush on masks. Cheryl, I had 17 parcels delivered today. Got a funny look off someone's windows. They're all for me. Is one for me? I can't remember who I sent deliveries out, bundles out to. Yeah, I just ordered a large. I got a large bundle come today, and Connie said the postman was struggling with it, and I was like, I'm not surprised. The amount of kilos, I would have put that in 2 boxes. In fact, somebody bought like 2 lots of 4 kilo broken jewelry, and I did it. Would have been a lot cheaper for me to put it in 1 box, but I've thought for our poor Hermesita lady, that's going to be well heavy, so I did it in 2 boxes. People don't think, do they? Mum and 5 sons can't be doing with people like that either. Return it or take a long walk off a short pier. Yeah. She's clearly trying to manipulate. The last thing was that she's going to leave it till tomorrow before contacting eBay to give me a chance to resolve it. Ain't happening, Flower. Whoa. Paper masks only effective for half an hour. We were. Not yet, but eagerly expected. Cool, Cheryl. Did I only send it out yesterday? I can't remember. Queenie, I dusted off the sewing machine and made my own mask. Oh, well done. Used cotton from a shirt that I had listed for eBay for ages. Oh, word. Some masks are only for 15 minutes. That's mental, isn't it? Yeah, Lex, I just... Honestly. Andrea, what's the worst she can do? Open and return, but she doesn't want to return. Yeah, quite. I think the worst that she can do is open and return and leave me a negative, but I'm not sure. I don't know whether she'll get away with that negative. But because the measurements are in the listing. So this is what I've been saying to her, but clearly it's not. It's a bit like the one where, you know, she immediately was asking for a refund rather than, oh, I don't know where my necklace is. Do you know how long it'll be? It was just like, I want a refund. Like, do you not want to wait for the necklace? You know, you can tell, can't you? Yeah. And it's a cheap necklace as well. It's always aware. Victoria Plum, my friend has been making masks from old duvet covers. I've given her loads for my son's wedding. That's fantastic, isn't it? Joan, my friend, made a mask from a flowery bra cup. I've got a flowery bra cup. That's not a bad idea. And how long do returns stay there if the item doesn't come back? 30 days, I think. And then you can, I had the one that's been reported by Lex as well, that she left it 29 days to send it back. Ashley, feedback system is not a joke. Buyers can leave negatives. It's kind of meaningless. Yeah, I've started that one I've just like, oh, does it really matter? Like, I've got so many good feedbacks, and so it's left me on 99.9% positive now. And is it going to stop somebody from buying a necklace and then they get it and they find it's nice and it's what they wanted? Hopefully not. Alex, I think there's been enough communication to show that a negative is left out of spite. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, that I should, if she left a neg, that should be, I don't care about the money, that's not the point at all. Yeah, seller can't leave negative feedback, but buyers can. I know, it does. So it's hard to warn another seller about a dodgy buyer, which is wrong, which just shows the skew towards we look after buyers, we couldn't give a flying about sellers, totally. I know you can do a follow-up comment, or I've seen actually where sellers have left in the positive, because you have to, on somebody's feedback thing, but it's got warning, don't deal with this person under it. Lex, yes, finally had one of the 2 items back. Surprise, surprise, it's not faulty. Yeah, that's what she did to me. The thing that she said was faulty, and I thought, oh, well, that's the thing you asked me about before I sent it, and I checked it, so I know it's not faulty. Came back, wasn't faulty. I gave her a partial. I gave her 50%, and she accepted it, and I reported her, but she had to pay the return post. Although eBay will say the negative is her buyer experience. Well, that's what they've said. I did bring up that one that I had this week, where I said, do you know what? I actually showed it on a video. So I have the evidence of what I sent, and she hasn't provided any photos, and I've asked her to provide photos and she won't. So surely, like, how is that okay that she's got no evidence, and yet, and it was just standard response. Oh, it is the buyer's experience. Like, oh, F off. Queenie, have you seen the face masks from thong knickers? Who owns thong knickers these days? I can tell you what, one of my friends, she loves thong knickers, and I just said to her, I don't know how you still wear those. She doesn't like any other knickers. Mind you, she also won't wear a scarf because she thinks it makes her look frumpy. Oh, love my friend. Oh, Kathy, I think that would be really scary. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, two videos I've been watching this morning. Number 1, Steve, if you see the... Oh, yes, Lex, you're here, Tom. You can put your little black heart there. Number 1, I was watching one of Steve's videos, his vlog, and he turns around. Oh, I think there's a mark on that doodah. He turned around to his kids and said, and you're not cute, so, you know, don't pretend you are, or something. And it pans round to the kids just looking up at him, just looking really cute. I was like, oh, Steve, that's a bit of an item not to describe. They're definitely cute. And then who else did I watch? Someone I watched Z's vlog. And if you see the Z, number 1, I saw you had a Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt on, but I didn't see the full view. Has it got figures underneath? Because I just really want to see that. I'm hoping it's got Groot on it, or Baby Groot, rather. And something Z said that I wanted to say as well, actually, that he was saying, I think doing the vlogs has really picked Z up a bit. And he was saying about how much the comments mean to him, and he knows that they do to, you know, all like people that are putting videos out. And I wanted to say that as well, that I've had some such nice, well, loveliness in the chat, lovely comments and messages, and it really does. If you're having a bit of a crud day, and I've had a bit of quite a few crud days recently. I've had some really sad news in the family, which I'm not going into, but it's probably not surprising. My sleep's buggered. Yeah. So, but then, you know, getting some of these nice comments and that, it does like warms your cockles and picks you up a bit. Just wanted to say as well, also, yeah, I really appreciate nice people. Thank you. And nice, we know I like being called princess and stuff. Where did I get to? La 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 la. Oh, it's a good time to knock off in a minute anyway, because Frog On started up. Oh, I'll just show. Oh, I've got a few bits going out. I'll show you. Victoria, handful of buyers are just awkward. Yeah, well, they are, and that's why I've got a big block list. So rather I didn't deal with them again. I had one complaint about some angel decorations I sent to her. One was a little bit dusty, which I've missed. She told me they were filthy and very annoying. Oh, yes. When somebody says, I'm very annoyed, you're like, are you? Like, oh, it's a bit over the top, isn't it? I'm on a boat. Hello? He was on, one of our friends organised a quiz last night, and he was doing it on a house party. Oh, he's so loud. Victoria really overdoing her complaint to Lara for the partial, and then she was suddenly happy as Larry. See, that's the trouble, Victoria, because obviously that's what they're after. And I see, the thing is, someone gets my back up. The main thing that got my back up was not her saying that my picture made it look bigger than it was. It was when she said I was being patronising, but there's a lot of exclamation marks in her sentences. I thought, oh no, I didn't twig at first that she was going to carry on and on and on and on. And so anyway, she got my back up. So it's principle now. I don't give a stuff about the money. That's not the point. I don't want to do this to everybody else, thinking it's so easy to get something for half price or nothing, and just carry on roaming around eBay doing it. No. Oh, Kathy can make masks and t-shirts without sewing, or from bandanas. I have got a little scarf thing actually. Yeah. I could go out like, I could put my big chain on and go out with it like that, like a gangster. Can use Hoover bags. You need a filter in cotton masks. Oh. Peter, mind your cute face. They actually practice it. I don't know about, yeah, Connie tries. She tries to do, but Maud's got a naturally cute face anyway, which definitely comes on more towards bedtime, or when it's like, oh, it's bedtime now. Oh, I'm gonna haven't had a hug. Long hug ensues. Bad Wolf had a dream last night that Nick Hills arranged a resale poker tournament. We're all sitting around a massive round table. Carla was cheating. Same old. Oh, hi, Karen. Just got a notification. I resorted to cleaning windows. Oh, Lord. Don't do a... you on the first floor. Don't do a Mrs. Doyle. Just like roll and fall out. Peter, yeah, actually, Shell, those streams aren't too bad. What stream those be? Do you mean vlogs are you on about? Double Karma, £2 super chat, online hugs t-shirt. Oh, thank you, Double Karma. Yeah, tricky. I can't talk about everything that's going on because a bit too raw at the moment. But yeah, I almost thought I just can't come on this morning. I've thought that a couple of times, but another cup of tea, a shower, and I thought, I know it always lifts me up. So a Queenie sending a hug to anyone who needs it today. That's nice. I might take some tablets for my headache. I'm not really a headache. I always say this, not really a headachy person. So and yeah, same. If someone puts my back up, I dig my heels in. Yeah, because then it's nothing to do with money after that. It's all principle, isn't it? And I'm quite a principled person, actually. That might surprise you. Yeah. Is that Simon in the chat? It's the one who's the ones who are disgusted by the most small things. You can see it coming. See, the trouble is everybody's getting tired of the same brush, because then you start to think, because then you look back and you go, oh, hang on, yeah, you put in a fairly dodgy offer, which I did accept. I should have not accepted it because reasonable people wouldn't have put that in. And you can see the pattern, can't you? Thanks, Ashley. Thank you, Princess Shelley. Really appreciate all the lives you've been doing, really helping to distract and cheer me up, and your family rock. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Or even forgot. Yeah, it's nice hearing that some people are using this partly for their routine as well. Definitely helps with my routine. Oh, I'm right on the edge today. I feel like, been like this all week, like where I think I was shouting at somebody yesterday, and I was pissing around this morning. Tom had his laptop on the table. Obviously, that's where he's working, and I came along with the class and said, God, can't anybody write this table down? And I was like, you got your headphones in, God knows what, from last night's dinner. And I'm like, or I could just burst out crying. Either way, it's a little Russian roulette. A shell roulette. Everything's better after tea and biscuits, but I tell you what, we are down to the real crappiest biscuits, like what are they called? Milk. I don't know, but they haven't got any chocolate on. They haven't got any extra sugar or jam or nothing. That's the last packet that we have. Fortunately, we've got a click and collect tomorrow, and I'm biscuiting it up because I love a biscuit. All the cake's been eaten. We had banana cake heated up yesterday. I had it with syrup on it. I do need a lot of sugar. That's the way I am. Toya takes all sorts. Thankfully, 95% of buyers are great. Totally. And I had a buyer yesterday who messaged, and it was just full of sweetness, just saying, oh, thank you so much. And actually, no, we had a few messages back and forth. Yeah, I found out about her dad is in hospital. He's in a care home. He's 80 odd, and her husband's 71. And so I was like, oh gosh, we're like chit chatting. Lovely lady though. Virtual group scrum hugs. I thought I was saying scum. Rachel, glad you've come on. The morning won't be the same without a Shelley fix. Well, it's been a bit of a ranty. Oh, morning, Gary. I finished sorting. Did I finish sorting my jewelry this morning? Yeah, so when they came on to do the quiz last night, Connie knocked a load of my brooches flying. But I've been through the rest and found some nice M&S necklaces, chunky necklaces and stuff that I rather like. Babble, no, I missed the first part of the stream, so don't know what's going on. Oh, I didn't go into any detail. I'm just saying it's been a crap week. But I can't really go into detail, but just say, well, it was, oh gosh, it's very cloak and dagger, isn't it? But I was just going on from what Z said and about really appreciating people's comments. It does, it really does lift you. Oh, well, I must have worried people because Peter said it's always good to see Shell in the morning. I haven't read the last bit. I use it to check my YouTube is working. Oh, Peter. Carol, part of my daily routine. Christian, I've enjoyed seeing lots of Shelley too, even though I miss lives. Oh yeah, you're here. Welcome to the live, Alive A. It's great to catch up later on Shelley's YouTube. Oh God, my headache. Victoria, it's the same in life though. In my day job in a library, I've had people totally overreact. I've had oh my God, I've had books thrown at me and been sworn at, for goodness sake. And I'm really good with customers if I don't say so. Yeah, like some odd comments you can put down to maybe they are having a really bad day and they've lost it and it's not their normal then. But throwing a blooming book, God alive, it's too much. It's too far. It's Christmas conduct. Out you get. Must reloaded. I don't know whether it helps, but when I got one of those customers, I remind myself that I don't have to deal with them face to face, and thank God don't have them more. Yeah, that's a good point. Must reloaded. Yeah. And I also, I'm just so careful with what I say in messages. I'm so like, just only put the sweetest customer service down, really, because I know that, eBay are going to read it. May or may not help, but because eBay will side with the buyer if they fancy it, even if the buyer's a complete tosser. Right. Oh yeah, I'll just show you these. Oh, it's just over half an hour. I'll just show you the few bits that are going out and then we can all get on with our day. Oh, Karen, yes, look forward to your live, Shelley. I look forward to, as soon as I see your washing up come in, I'm like, oh, straight to the washing up. It'd be weird when this lockdown does ease, because I was thinking about it yesterday. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't come on every day normally. So, but I don't know what will happen with if they don't go back to school this year. Like, the reason I do some of the school drops is because my friend's little boy is in a lower year, so he still needs walking up there, but Maud will be going to big school. But I have said I could still take him, so I don't know. And that's part of my routine. Yeah, maybe I could try and limit myself and say I'm coming on for 10 minutes to say hello, goodbye, don't die. Just for the routine, to like get me up and showered for a certain time. Do you know what I mean? Like, otherwise, what's to? It's a bit like this lockdown, isn't it? What's to give you the impetus to clean yourself? I can't even imagine it, especially if you haven't got people in the house. Why? Oh my God, I'd just be like a weeble, the smelly weeble. Karen, Carl's putting together a new bed after I decided to bust on my. Oh, there's something going on with beds this week, isn't there? I need to get Tom a bed. Malted milks, I think, yes, those, the most boring biscuit of life. Why? Even digestives are nice. They've got a nice like sweetness to them. Malted milks, what? Why? I don't understand what their purpose is. It's a bit like wasps. Like, I don't understand. Nice biscuits, even, they've got sugar on. I've eaten the nice biscuits. Big cow, little cow. Oh, in the library they keep coming back. Oh no, it's horrible, isn't it? But yeah, nice that we can block people, and that hopefully is the end of it. Although I've had people come back ages later and say, oh, I've tried to buy from you again and I can't. Oh, really? Oh, Lex, I cried a little after receiving a nice eBay message yesterday. Yeah, I've been doing some crying, but it's not as, it was full blubbing on Saturday for a long time. Actually, it's good to keep the family on their toes, not knowing when to hug or hide from you. It's lockdown fun and games. Shell's to roulette. His Shell. Yeah, Tom sometimes says, do you want to hug? Like, a bit like, should I ask, or is she going to go nuts? Or is it time to ask? Oh, Steve, I've been talking about you. Those children are cute, and there's no point in saying they're not, because then you're going to pan round and they'll be there with their cute faces. Oh, I think I'd missed Steve, and I've gone back and Karen, don't finish yet. I'll have to vacuum, and that's not good. Quite like hoovering. Is anybody else getting spiders coming in at the moment? I think it's September, and it's not, so they can also just slope off. Like, it's not even time. You shouldn't be here. September, at least we're prepared, but no. What are we? April? No. Get out. Oh, it's your day off today, Christine. Right, I am going to show you these bits. Let me go to the bottom. Whoa. Andrea, you wouldn't... What was that? Is that the door? You wouldn't believe some of the abuse we had in our shop. Oh, word. You should be able to set fire to shitty customers, Steve. That's quite in for me. We'll have a shitty customer bonfire and roast little marshmallow. That's quite extreme even for me. Kill them with sickly kindness. Yeah, I mean, these ones aren't after sickly kindness, are they? But, you know, I do the sickly kindness rebates. So, Bad Wolf, don't usually let customers get to me. Just haven't. Yeah, I mean, I've got loads on the block list, but they're just more like, it's like an annoying fly, isn't it? Exception was the person who told me to F off on Christmas Day last year. That really got to me, wasn't it? Oh, for crying out loud. I suppose, you know, that's a reflection on the Christmas that they were having. That they, you know, that's what they wanted to do on Christmas Day, was do that to you. Like, some of these people are properly miserable, aren't they? Steve, don't think I could do retail. I have done retail. Can you imagine? I sold a lot of Lilliput lanes in Samuel's. Can you imagine the lockdown, when the lockdown ends and you're in a big crowd, Peter? I mean, I've seen photos and, like, you know, and there's us at, or your memory comes up, there's us at a festival or something with tons of people, and I just think, oh my God, will that ever happen again? Like, will we ever get back to that? Oh, yeah, it's weird when you start to think. Yeah, Cheryl, if you block someone, there's still some messages. And somebody said you can stop it in your somewhere, but I've been looking for it. I just can't find it. La, 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 la. Yes, when kids get themselves to school, it's tough to remember to get dressed, Karen. Some of us don't get completely dressed. Is Karen in? Right. Kath, question, what happened to the guy who wanted to borrow a stock? Oh my God, I haven't gone back to him. I actually, after yesterday, I completely forgot about him, because that came through just as I was about to come on here, and then I went to bed, which actually did sort me out yesterday. I haven't gone back to him. I've just got a feeling it's not really a genuine offer, if you know what I mean. Joe and I actually put a bra on to do the floors outside last night. Bra on and bra face mask on. They're probably going, she normally goes out with that one on. That's weird. And Panic, what are your favourite biscuits? The ones that are covered in a lot of chocolate. I think those. I used to eat a lot of Tunnock's tea cakes and shortbread, but that's recently we've been, because I'm thinking, well, I've got to share it all with the family. We've been getting the ones that are covered in really thick chocolate. Sickly, basically. Sickly. Steve, my kids are evil but kind of cute. They're extremely cute, Steve. Oh, who used to ask, was Sib K, wasn't it? He'd go into charity shops and he would ask them if he could go upstairs, and then he would ask them what their favourite biscuit was. Sib K, oh, his streams made me laugh. Oh, chocolate hobnobs are good. you can dunk them, and they're not gonna, as who told us, Peter Kay, they're not going to fall in. And I tell you what, those cheap biscuits that we had, we bought some family pack, and like the custard creams and the bourbons, I was dipping them in my tea, and you get to the bottom and you weren't even aware that some of it had gone down there, but it was at the bottom. The spider surge's autumn time's meant to be, but we're getting these ones in that quite fat bodies, and they're fast as well. They're scurriers. Carol, Shelley, we all get like that sometimes. I've got crazy stress for a while. Big hug from me. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, I mean, I get like that anyway, but I've got good reasons at the moment. Gary, I got a lovely letter from a buyer last week thanking me for the item, metal dolls house furniture. I sold to her, telling me about the doll's house that she just. Oh, that's so cute. I've had letters before. It's just amazing, isn't it? Steve, yes, I think we should do it at the next meetup. Collect some shitty customers and have a bonfire. Oh, word. Like a fire pit of shitty customers. Oh, hi, lovely. Thank you, Sue. Morning, Bronwyn. I'm sorry. I am going to show you. It's 41 minutes. I'm going to show you these 3 bits, and then we'll go. Rust Reloaded. I bought 12 packets of Tesco dark chocolate digestives. See, they're good for dipping as well, aren't dunking. I might put that on the shop. Yeah, there's all sorts. We haven't done a shop for a bit, so we've got lists. I've got to get sink and plug hole and blocker as well. We've all got long hair, and it does plug up the shower plug. That's nice for you to know. So some things we need to get. Oh, and I think my friend needs nappies and wipes. Got to check which size. Lacey's done a mask. Sent a picture to see. Victoria Blom, I used to love custard creams before I stopped being able to eat. Oh my God, gluten. Oh, it's a fear for me that something would stop me eating the amount of, I do eat a lot of sugar. My nan did end up with type 2 diabetes, and my great aunt. And she liked her sweet. There were sweets everywhere. Morning, Stephanie. Am I late? Well, it's the end, but you can watch back. Carol, I prefer the chocolate without the biscuit. I say that about walnuts. I said, unless there's a whip underneath it or a good cake, don't be giving me that walnut. Oh, custard cream breaking in your coffee, Steve. Proper slow motion. Yeah. I've whipped one out of the spoon before. Oh God, is that a bad thing to mention? Oh, I'm put on weight. Right, these are the things that I've got going out. Some, I can't even remember where I got these from. Some like vintage Adidas shorts. They were on for about 20 quid for ages, and somebody offered me a 10, and I just went, yeah, fine. Off you go. And a couple of cross-stitchos. So this one's gone for that one, the Meerkats, 1980, free shipping. That went on last month. This one has been on for a good while, but cross-stitch like that, because of course you're waiting for the person who wants to do that picture, and that's gone for £22.50 free shipping. And I guess they can all go in the letterbox, actually. But left another small mountain for my Hermesita lady this morning. I'm just going to have another bottle of wine soon. Steve in slow motion shouting, bastard, when I burnt my fingers trying to grab it. I'll tell you what happened to me. So I'm on the edge anyway yesterday, and don't be hating on me, but I like the mash that you can buy already done, so you don't have to mash it. It's nice and creamy. I'm not a cook, all right? I do know how to mash potato, but I'm just telling you. Anyway, got it out the fridge. And I don't know, sometimes I do this, and I must have just gone, and just threw it in the air. It dropped down on the floor. Of course, that seal thing that you can't get up for love nor money usually, just goes, and the mash went everywhere. And it also went up my beautiful smoke fridge, whatever, the floor. Tom was just about to go for his walk. He just looked and said, do you want to help? I was, no! Like, that pushed me over. Victoria, I've just started relisting after taking all my listings down. I was on 200, now I'm on 6. Oh, if you still got them there, you can just relist them. You don't have to do it from scratch. Oh, you don't have to do it from scratch, do you? It's weird and will take lots of work, but also refreshing in a weird way. I like Smash. God, I remember Smash growing up. I liked it, but I bet it's horrible now, isn't it? Oh, just spat then. I don't know whether to go and attempt to eat those horrible biscuits. I don't think I even can. I'm going to get a tea and I don't know what I'm going to do. Eat sugar with a spoon out of the pot or something. Oh, dearie me. Tongue scratching. Right, that'll do, won't it? 45 minutes is enough of me for anybody. It's Friday. Yeah, so have a lovely weekend. Hope you get some sales and I'll see you on Monday. Probably see you in Z's chat tonight. I don't think we've got another thing on. I don't know. There's so many house party things at the moment with our friends. I feel like I'm being more sociable than usual. Put chocolate spread on biscuits. We do have Nutella. Would that work? Is that just like trying to trick yourself? Or smear some jam. I've got jam as well. I've got a giant mum on. I was going to say Jojo mum on Bebe, but I don't mean that, do I? You know what I mean. Thanks, Andrea. Yes, I might take some tablets. Bye-bye, don't die.